Okay. I'm live. Cool. Yeah, so it's no surprise. I've talked about this before. Maybe I haven't publicly. I forget. I don't stream that much, but hello everybody. Welcome. The title of this stream is my favorite hardware synth is now a plugin and it's free. And that is this guy here. This has been out for some time, but not everyone is aware of it, and I think they should be, because this is probably my go-to synth for just about everything, pretty much. This is like my bread and butter synth. What is this? So this is the Nodal Red 2X. That is a very clever pun. Not even a pun. It's just trying not to avoid a lawsuit for Nord Lead 2X, right? That is hands down my favorite hardware synth I've ever owned, and I've owned a lot. I did a count the other day. I think I've owned over 35 synthesizers, which is kind of nuts, right? But the Nord Lead 2X is by far my favorite synth I've ever owned, so much so that I bought it 3 different times, which is nuts. Kind of crazy. I enjoyed it the most when I had the keyboard version, but I also got the desktop. Actually, no, I'm sorry. 2 times. That's right. I owned the keyboard and I owned the desktop module thing. Okay. Talking a lot here. It's very early in the morning or late at night, however you want to. My mind's kind of all over the place, but I just want to talk about this because if you're a producer who makes funky music, who likes old school stuff, who, I don't know, just likes everything, this is it, right? This is the one. Now, I have included in the description a link on how to install this, because this is not a normal plugin that you just buy or just download from a website. There's a lot of legality issues here, because what this is this is an emulation of the Nord Lead 2X, the synth, right? Now, I won't pretend to know all about the Motorola DSP chip that the original hardware used. I don't know. I'm not that crazy about all that stuff, right? I'm not smart enough to understand all that stuff. But basically, what happened is this group of really amazing people figured out how to emulate not just this synth, but other synths like the Access Virus and, TI and all these things. And the way that it works is that what you're seeing here, this is like an interface that they created, but this is an emulator. You ever played like Pokemon back in the day or Mario on ROMs and emulators? Same thing. Obviously, a little more complicated. I'm simplifying it a lot, but basically, the firmware of the Nord Lead 2X is out there, right? It's just out there in the world, and people, download this in case their firmware got messed up, on their synth or whatever. Who knows why, right? It's out there. It's free. Who cares, right? Well, these guys learned basically how to emulate it. So now here's the part where the legality comes in. You legally need to own the synth in order to use this plugin. Because I won't really get into all of it because I don't even fully understand it, nor do I want to. But basically, you can't use the firmware of a synth that you don't own, right? So if you're going to use this, plugin, you definitely want to buy the synth first, right? Wink, wink, wink. I don't expect anyone to do that who's watching this video, right? Okay. I don't really care. Whatever. They made this thing. They say that to cover their asses, so who cares? But I'm yapping a lot. Let's talk about this. So this is the reason why I love this so much. This is not like a recreation or, a reinterpretation. This is the actual synth, okay? Nuts and bolts. It sounds exactly the same to my ears, and it behaves pretty much the same as well, with a couple caveats, which I'll talk about. But So let's pretend you've never touched the hardware synth version before in your life, and you're like, what the hell is this? It's actually a very simple and actually very limited synth, right? You've got two oscillators, oscillator 1 and 2. One has these standard waveforms like sine wave, triangle, sawtooth, pulse. You have oscillator 2, which you can, control the octave of it here. And this has triangle, sawtooth, pulse, and then noise. You have a balance between the two. So you can either have all of oscillator 1 or all of oscillator 2. Let's get rid of this preset right now. Okay, I made it initialized. Okay, so there's oscillator 1. Here's oscillator 2. And here's them together. So you can only change the tuning of oscillator 2. So for example, if I start messing with the tuning here, fine tune, nothing's happening because it's only affecting this oscillator. So we bring them together. Let's turn it up. It's not loud enough for me. So right off the bat, two oscillator synth, not the worst thing in the world, but it is a little simple. Now, the cool parts here is all the modulating you can do with so few LFOs, right? You have LFO 1 and LFO 2. That's it. You do have amplitude envelope, filter envelope. You have this little mod envelope here, right? But I mean, it's very basic, but man, it sounds good. Actually, the secret weapon to this thing is the FM. You'll notice there's no reverb, there's no delay, nothing like that. There's a unison, which I always use all the time. It sounds amazing. And then there's FM. And I mean, let's just listen to the FM, okay? We're doing a sawtooth to a saw. I mean, dude, that sounds fire. Now, remember, this isn't FM like, Yamaha FM, like, electric pianos from the 80s FM. This is, traditional synthesizer FM, right? But you can modulate this with this amount knob here. Sorry, this mod envelope here. It just has the tack and decay, but, dude, you can do some cool stuff. What? Look at how fast that was. That took like 2 seconds. Of course, you can adjust the, I guess, the amount. So I was doing inverted here. Let's do the opposite way. So this falls. Basically, what's happening with this when I have the decay here, it's like falling back this way, if that makes sense. And of course, you can increase the FM amount itself. I mean, I don't know how to explain this. It's so quick. Because it's such a simple interface, you can do so much so fast, and it sounds good. Keep in mind, I've, used FM on other synths, and it sounds okay, but here I just love how simple it is. Now, I know what you're also thinking. You're thinking, well, I don't have much to modulate it. I only have this. I have LFO. Let's see, FM is here. I could do that, but what if I want another LFO? It's a plugin, you dummy. Sorry. It's a plugin, so you can automate anything at any time. Woo! I mean, the possibilities are endless. I'm a nerd. Okay, so I love the FM so much on this thing. I think it sounds amazing. Now, okay, this sounds pretty good, right? Let me show you where, again, this is very simple. Everything I'm saying is very simple. This is not mind-blowing stuff here, but let me show you how to make this thing come alive. It's a very complicated process. Okay, you take your mouse, you drag it down here, and then you're going to make a right, stop, go down, unison. Just press it. Just press it. Well, actually, no. Don't press it. Listen to it first. Okay. Now press it. I mean, bro. So let me tell you why I'm geeking out over this unison. This is the cleanest, simplest unison that I've heard on a synth. Actually, when I was first messing with the Nord Lead 2X and I was messing with, unison, turn it off, I was like, oh, this is just the stereo button, right? And that's what it is. I mean, that's literally what it is. It's the stereo button, right? So if you want it to sound wide, but not crappy, because some plugins, they have a unison, they have a stereo dual mode, and it just sounds kind of shitty. Of course, you can adjust the detune, but it's not going to be super drastic. It's actually very subtle. You might barely be able to hear that. I mean, I can hear it, but it's not like a continuous thing. It's like there's notched things here. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to 8. And I'll be honest, I really only notice once you get to 8. I mean, it's so subtle. Let's actually, you know what? Let's do a single oscillator so we're not confused, because turn it off. When you have two pitches like that are, it can sound already. So let's just do one, okay? Normal single oscillator. Turn it on. Dude, it's subtle. Now what it's doing is it's just making a copy of the patch you made, and it's very slightly detuned, and one is panned to the left and one is panned to the right. I think it sounds amazing. I think it's perfect. It's perfect. You don't need a big chorusy. That's the thing with the Juno 106, right? And I like the Juno 106. Let's use a Kepler here. No, F that. Let's use a Tal Uno LX. I love the Juno 106, right? It's an awesome synth. But, I mean, listen to all that. Listen to how busy that is. Or let's do the more mild one. Keep in mind, that's the charm of the Juno 106, right? Whatever. But I really like how the Nord Lead 2X, and that's what I'm going to call, I'm not calling this nodal, because this is the Nord Lead 2X, right? This is the exact same engine, for out of lack of a better word. I'm probably fucking that up. Apologies to whoever worked on this, and they go, no, it's not the engine. But it is, right? For all intents and purposes, it's identical. There's no difference, right? Sorry, I'm very passionate about this. So, I love the unison. And I rarely don't use it. I actually almost never use just no unison sounds. I don't think any of these presets I've made don't have the unison, right? This one I didn't make, but everything else I did. This one's really cool. Okay, so what else do I love about this thing? Let's go back to, let's just default everything. What else do I love about the synth? I think the filter is it's very, late 90s, early 2000s VA sound. It definitely has a sweet spot, and if you push it too hard, it can sound dated, but it can also sound really, really cool. For example, so I almost always use the low pass 24 decibel per octave slope. It has a 12, of course. And here's with the resonance. I mean, here's the 24. So, look, once you get past 12 o'clock here, sorry, guys, 1 second. sorry, 12 o'clock here. Once you get past 12 o'clock, it starts to sound funky and not in a good way. Actually, I didn't even say like 11:30 or whatever. That's when it really starts to sound VAE, you know, old VAE. But if you don't mind that, great. I mean, I've made some great sounds with it. I'm usually a little more. I don't use it fully, you know, with the resonance cranked up. Turn this unison on. Also, I love the gain is right there. Now you might be saying, well, yeah, dude, of course the gain is there. It's a plugin. This is like pretty much the identical panel layout on the hardware synth. So I know where everything is. It's very quick. Boom, there's the volume. We're done. I haven't even talked about the super secret of this synth. Why it was such a big hit. Okay. So, I mean, dude, even like down to here, and I like it shows you the values there. Let's do 24 for the resonance. Let's crank up the delay. I mean, decay. Sorry, I'm tired. You hear that? Not the best, right? Not my favorite, but you know, it can do some cool stuff. And you have keyboard tracking, of course. You have velocity. And I like that the velocity is linked to the envelope amount of the filter rather than the cutoff itself. I don't know why, I just like that. I love it. Okay, so the envelopes are very snappy. I love that. What? And I think it has a very percussive snap. Let's bring in this second oscillator here. Okay. Oh, come on. That sounds good. That sounds very good. Now, my favorite thing about this is the when you mess with the release of both the amplitude envelope amplifier and the filters. So let's bring out the release all the way to the right and the filter release all the way to the right. Okay, so that's obviously way too much, right? But check it out. So let's let's now the problem is if you open the cutoff here, you have that release time, so you can adjust it, but it's very squelchy. I love it. And I mean, most of the time I'm honestly making little plucky sounds like that all the time, you know. Oh. And it sounds very 80s. It sounds very smooth and 80s and just good. You can do so much with this synth, dude, for classic sounds. Now, you know, like we've established, the resonance on this filter, it definitely sounds dated, but you can make it sound how you want it to sound, right? I mean, you can make it sound, for most people, very, very pleasant. Maybe. Oh, see. I want to get to the LFOs. What else about this synth can I talk about? I know I'm really going fast here. I mean, you know, keyboard tracking, sure. Again, just that unison gives it so much stereo presence. I'll be real. I think if you, where is it? Where is it? Here? Okay. Let's pretend that we put a Juno 106 chorus on there. Where is that Tal chorus? Yeah, I mean, oh, sorry, it's over here. My bad. I'm doing a weird, I have an ultra wide monitor now. Uh-oh. And the little bugger, a little too big. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. Wait, what if I, there we go. Okay. Is that? Oh. It sounds okay, but I really think the beauty of it is the simplicity of that unison. Now, I want to talk about the LFOs. I haven't even touched on those. Here is a deal breaker for some. It annoys me a lot, but I'm just going to have to deal with it. I don't know why. Oh, we'll back up. On the original hardware, Nord Lead 2X, clock sync for an LFO was very weird, very strange. You had to, oh boy, you had to only use, I think it was like either LFO 2 or 1, and you couldn't go past like 12 o'clock here for the rate. And look, for whatever reason, it doesn't work. The clock sync doesn't work, and I don't know why. It maybe has to do with that 8.71 millisecond delay here for latency. Maybe that has something to do with it. But I have tried and tried and tried, and it bums me out because it's got some great waveforms for the look at these waveforms for the LFO1, dude. Like, okay, let's do the filter. Yeah, let's do the filter. So, we'll set it to the destination will be the filter. I love the sawtooth. Kind of hear it there. That sounds great. And of course you have, I mean, I have it in synced here. You have 16th note. You have 8th note triplet, 8th note, da-da-da-da. I think 16 is the max that it goes to for the synced, for LFO sync. If you turn it off, Jesus Christ. I mean, that's it's nice and squelchy and snappy. So if I try to, let's try to sync that back to 16th note. I think you have to set it to like around here. Here's what's going to happen. You'll see when I start to, can you see this? Sorry, I'm looking at the replay here. Ah, you can. I'm sorry. Well, actually, I don't know. Wait. Wow, the delay is crazy. My bad, guys. Okay, so let's turn on the thing here. Okay. All right. So I don't know why it does that. Bow, bow, ba, 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 ba. It drives me fucking crazy. Try it here. So there it almost like did less of a stop. And I had to go bow bow. Try again. It's like stuttering and skipping. It really bugs me. What if I just go all the way like this? Nah, see now it's fucking it up. So I think what's happening is it wants to be synced up to my clock, which you can't see on the screen, but because of the latency of the plugin, it's just not working, and I don't know really how to fix that. I mean, I don't know, 0. I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't seem. Everything I've tried does not work. Maybe it's. Yeah, it always just bump, 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 bump. And then it's fine. It's fine as it's going, but it's always whenever it starts. You know? I'm not a big fan of that, but, you know, whatever. That's so weird. It's so strange. Maybe it's... Let's see. No. I honestly don't know. I don't know why it's doing that. I should maybe look into set in samples. I don't know. -8? -8.71? I don't know. No, it's not working. So that's a bummer. That's actually a huge bummer. And I've asked by the way, if you want help on this, I mean, they have an FAQ, they have tutorials online. Couple, I think the guy I linked in the live stream here, I think he has a tutorial on it. But there's also a whole Discord where you can download patches and talk to other people. I think people have submitted, you know, like, hey, this is a bug in FL Studio where the LFO does not sync to the clock, or it does, but not without stuttering first. I genuinely don't know. I don't think anyone said anything about it. You know, I think the most, you know, someone said was like, oh, that sucks. So you know, it is what it is. So I make do. I don't use this with lots of synced LFO stuff, but you know, yeah, look, if you want to do anything else, go for it, you know. So it's got one LFO, LFO 1 and LFO 2. Sorry, that's 2. LFO 2 is very limited. It just has filter, amp, and oscillator 1 and 2 pitch. It also has an arpeggiator. Jesus, I cannot talk. And you know, and I think that's also messed up if you're doing the clock sync too. Yeah, like that's not good. See, it's fine right now, but once I stop it and then play it again, that's terrible. I don't want that. So probably best not to, well, at least in FL Studio, this is an issue I've found. I don't know about other synths, right? I do not know about other synths, but, I mean, DAWs. Actually, give me 1 second. I'm just going to take a super quick break. No one's here anyway. Who cares? I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I had to go take care of some stuff there. I was thinking actually on the break with no screen or no music or anything that if this synth doesn't seem that amazing, I just want to make sure it's clear. I loved the hardware version, and this is an exact copy of it. So, am I biased? Am I nostalgic? Absolutely. And you know, that may cloud my, you know, enthusiasm for sure. You may say, I don't know, I don't really see the appeal. But I love the sound of that synth and the process of programming on it so much. So to have this in plug-in format for me is just like a dream come true. So I have to say, they're called The Usual Suspects, the guys who made this happen. Thank you. Thank you. Holy Jesus, thank you. Okay. I forget what I was doing. Yes, you've got LFO1, you got LFO2, and you got some interesting shapes. So you got a sawtooth, obviously. You have square. Sorry, can't talk. And listen, if you're using this in Ableton, maybe the LFOs and clock sync works great. Doesn't work for me in FL Studio, but whatever. This is like the random. You have the triangle. I'm actually realizing there's no sine wave. I mean, this is basically the sine wave. LFO. And then you have this, whatever the hell. I mean, that's not a sine wave to me. It's like a very wiggly, like cursive. And of course, it's not just filter you can do. You can do this with oscillator 1 and 2 pitch. Oh boy, get ready for this. That's freaking crazy. Of course, you have square wave. Laser gun effect. I mean, that's literally Star Wars. That's a stormtrooper going ham with a score to settle. So you also have pulse width. Now, obviously, this only works if you have a pulse waveform, right? Let's turn the filter off for now, just for the sake of it. Oh, turn down a bit. Oscillator 2's pitch. That sounds crazy. And then, of course, FM. Steely Dan. Let's do the normal ones. I don't like this one that much. I have actually never used that. So you can imagine, and then you also have LFO2 at the same time. So let's say you want to mess with the FM and also 1 and 2 pitch. You can do that, right? Same thing with the amp envelope. It's like a side chain almost. Oh, I know also you can kind of use the ARP as an echo. Yeah, delay. That's funny. So let's take it off sync. I love it. I love it. I love it. Commodore 64. God, it sounds so cool. So, yeah, LFO1 and LFO2, despite only being two of them, I feel like the name of the game with this synth is limitations breed creativity, right? You know, if you stack this thing up with insert powerhouse of today, the Polybrute, Pigments 3, my favorite, Omnisphere, the Boomer synth. Shots fired. It's not going to sound, not sound, sorry, it won't have as many features, right? But the whole point is that you don't have a million options, right? This is what you got. Everything is on the front panel, and I mean everything, except, actually, no, on this synth, everything pretty much is, except for, you got some MIDI bullshit here. And actually, yeah, that was the thing about the hardware. It was kind of a pain in the ass because in order to set this stuff up, you had to kind of go through this horrible LCD screen here, which was a pain in the ass. Okay. But, so it's all here. It's all laid out. You got your browsers, for patches and stuff. There's a great video on how to include patches. The same guy who I linked, his installation video, he has other ones. Definitely check it out if you don't know how to do it. It's not complicated. Yeah, limitation breeds creativity. I didn't even talk about the other filters. Jesus Christ. Okay, so that's 24. This is 12. You also have a high pass. As you can probably imagine, that can do some really cool stuff. What I really like, you know what I think is so great about the synth too. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Let's go. Okay, that's high pass. Turn that off. You also have band pass. Right? It's, not that crazy. You have different keyboard trackings here for full keyboard tracking. So the higher you go up the keyboard, the more the filter opens up. I think that's how it goes. The cutoff opens up. And then this one, notch plus low pass. Interestingly enough, this is a secret filter that's on the Nord Lead 2X hardware. And I didn't even know about this until I was getting ready to sell it. Of course, I still own it. Of course, right? But I didn't know about that, dude. I had no idea this thing existed. And I wish I had known because it, with the notch there, it almost has some comb filtery stuff going on. And I love it because with the notch plus low pass filter, the resonance won't kill your ears. And it still has that punch of the low pass. Really cool idea. Yeah, listen to that. I didn't talk about the distortion, sorry. I'm going to be real, I almost never use this. I think it kind of, dulls the sharpness of the resonance, I guess. A little bit. I don't want to go too hard there. Dude, I got to say, more people on YouTube, when you're doing videos, you got to watch, give a warning. Hey, I'm about to mess with the resonance. There's too many knives in my ears from that shit, dude. You really got to be careful. Yeah, so those are the filters there. What else do we have that's worth talking about? Oh, well, okay. Very easy. You have poly. Let's go back to init again. Turn this on immediately. You also have legato. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but when you have unison on and you turn on legato or mono, it fattens up that unison even more. Like, that's very noticeable. It almost sounds like a Juno. I don't like that. I kind of wish they just kept it as is. This is, of course, mono, so it just re-triggers instead of... I kind of wish they just kept it like the one in poly as opposed to... I don't know, because it just... I don't know. Not the biggest fan of the, making the unison different for legato and mono, but whatever. You don't have to use it, or you can use it and just not care about it. I mean, it's pretty subtle. That's pretty subtle. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I've never actually used the Nord Lead 3, but I'm pretty sure that synth had a much more sophisticated unison section. Like it had like a continuous like state or something where you could, I don't know, these are all like just settings and stuff. But is that a deal breaker? No, not at all. Okay, so you're probably thinking, damn, that's it? Like that's all the synth can do? Well, guess what? This is 4 synths in one. Holy shit. So I've been playing A. I've been playing the A slot. Let's check out the B slot. Oh, well, okay. let's talk about that. So that's where this performance section comes in. Slot B is on MIDI channel 2, C is on 3, D is on 4. Okay. So if I put this on 1, if I put them all on MIDI channel 1, you can get a fat sound. Huge sound. Actually, wait a second. How do we load specific patches per slot? I'm on A right now. You can tell I'm on A because it's lit up. Let's try 23. What's this? Wait. Sorry. My bad. Let's put these back on 2. Just take it off for now. Okay. So I'm on A. By the way, I don't know who made these. Some guy. Nice guy. I actually don't use these that often. Unfortunately, all my patches are saved here. Damn, I should start saving them within the synth itself. Oh my god. Is it poly? Let's turn this down slightly. Oh my god. Come on. But, dude, listen to that. I mean, I wouldn't expect that to come out of this synth, to be honest. Oh my god. Nope. Oh, that's great. I've barely scratched the surface with the FM on this thing. You can make some almost DX70 sounds. I mean, that's fucking nuts. That is crazy that you can do that on the synth. Let's see. I guess this will work. Okay, so let's load this in. Okay, now let's go to slot B and also load 85 and C, load 85 and D, 85. Now, will this work? We're about to find out. Let's go to performance. So we're going to change the MIDI channels to MIDI channel 1 so they all play at the same time. Ready? I don't know if that worked. I don't know if that works. I don't know if that worked. No, here's how we'll know. You can go into each one and turn them down. Okay, so A is off. So we hear nothing. I'll go to B. Yep. Go to C. Go to D. Yeah, they all work. Okay, so here's what we can do. So if I wasn't clear, you can have 4 synths in one, which is awesome. You can detune one, you can tune this way. Or maybe, you know what? Let's bring this. Can you bring the whole thing down for this one? Yep. How about for C? Let's go down 2. Holy shit. And by the way, wait a minute. There's no unison. That's why it doesn't sound good. I was about to say that patch kind of sucked. No offense to the programmer. Okay. What if we go to A, slot A? Let's go to B. Let's... Wait a second. Are these... Yeah, let's turn the envelope up. I'm sure. Oh, you know what? There is a way, actually. Hold on. Holy crap. You can lock. Yes. You can lock regions. Parameter link. Link to part 2. Oh, dude, I forgot about this. So this is a plug-in thing you can do. I don't know if you can do this on the actual hardware. And that's pretty fast. Let's do that. Let's link this. Filter envelope, link to part 3. Filter envelope, link to part 4. Yeah. Maybe I've done too many octaves here. Let's yeah. Wait a minute. If we're doing one note at a time, let's put it on legato mode for each one. Because right now they're all in mono. Oops. I thought they're supposed to be in poly. Wasn't this under poly? I'm sorry. Whoever's watching this is just like, Jesus Christ, dude. You're going 1,000 miles a second. Can you calm down? Okay. That sounded awful. I apologize. I'm not doing this justice. Let's do a better job. Let's using one instance. I should delete the whole thing. Using one instance of nodal red 2x. Let's make something. So let's go to performance. Yeah, MIDI channel. Actually, I don't want 1, 2, 3, 4. I want 1, 14, 15, 16. How about that? It's just easier for my eyes. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to the performances 1, and then 14, 15, and 16. Okay. Let's go to D. D's on 16. Let's do, I don't know, a unison sound. Oh, we won't be able to hear it. Okay, fine. We'll go to 16. There we go. Let's turn it way the F down. Sorry. How about, I don't like this sound. What about this? Nope. What's going on? Stop. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Oh! probably made this exact same beat 1,000 times. That's not the right chord. No, don't. Okay. What I just did there was stupid. Don't adjust the whole volume. Go in and adjust the volume of the patch that you're, or the part that you're working on. How about let's drag it out a little bit? Or let's adjust it. Let's bring the release out slightly. Huh? Oh. I've used these chords too much. Also, it sounds kind of like a trumpet or something. Yeah, let's get some snap in there. Come on. What I do really wish that this synth had, which the Juno series has and a lot of synths have, is a high pass, just an additional high pass filter, just to kind of trim that low end. That would be a chef's kiss. But it doesn't, so we'll make do. How let's do that? How let's da 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 da. Okay, sure. So that's pattern one. Now remember, I'm only using one instance of nodal red. Okay, here's pattern two. Let's do the bass line. And for this, I'm going to go to slot C, which is MIDI channel 15. So I'm sorry, I'm moving really fast here. So basically, yeah, there's 4 slots, and I've assigned them MIDI channels, and I don't know how it works in Ableton or Logic or whatever, but in FL, you can click which MIDI channel you want to use on the piano roll. Now, I don't like this patch here. Am I on? Oh shit! Did I just F it up? No, I didn't. Wait. Okay. How about let's Okay, so I'm on 15. Okay. So let's go to browser, and I'm on C, so I won't mess anything up. Let's change this patch. Come on, what's going on? Okay. This could work. I really like messing with the FM. Here. I'm gonna redo, not redo, but I'm gonna. Okay. Turn off unison. Let's just. Okay. Now what's going on with? Oh, have I linked Have I linked everything? Oh no, I haven't. So it's just, I guess it just remembers where things should be for this patch. Whatever. Oh, nope. Jesus. Turn off distortion. Jeez. It's an angry synth. What's going on here? Do I have any... No? Okay. Let's turn on the FM amount. Oh! Why is the filter... Sorry, guys. Because keyboard tracking. Yeah, if I'm doing a bass line, keyboard tracking shouldn't be full. It should be, actually off. I mean, that's a fat bass line, dude. And it's so digital, but it has this, like... I don't know how to explain it. I want to say analog. It's not. I was going to say organic. Something's off, though. Oh, wait. Is sync on? No. Sorry, sometimes I get a little lost here. There's no LFOs are at play. The envelope is left alone. Unison's on. They're both on Sawtooth. Yes. Now, I'm having fun programming. Imagine how fun it is on the keyboard. Because you're twisting knobs, you're going da-da-da-da-da, and it really is a very fun synth to work with. Sounds off, though. I've made this patch many times. Okay, fuck it. Let's just do that. What's happening? Wait, what happened? Oh, I made it so low that it wasn't. Let's hear it again. Let's do swing. Gotta keep it funky with the swing. Nope. Ba-da. I love that. When you are playing a note at a low velocity and you press hard on the second note for legato, it will burst through. Wow. It almost sounds like a wah-wah. Bada. Now I'm a piano roll guy, so I'm always messing with the piano roll. For people who play, I'm sure you'll have a lot of fun with this. See right there, like I needed to end this note sooner. All right, what do we got right now? Let's bring this up an octave. It's kind of clashing with the bass. Kind of loud. How about bow, bow. Ba-da-bow. Oh, nope. There we go. That's what it was missing. Okay. So with FM on this synth, when you're messing with pitches, at lower pitches, when you have a slightly detuned second oscillator, it gives this really nice, I don't know how to say it. Listen to it. Woo! And listen to it now. It's too in tune, and when you detune it, it's almost like that detuned second oscillator is like kind of spreading across the stereo field. I know what I said sounds like complete bullshit, but that's how it feels. Boom. Ah. Oops. Wrong note. Okay, so that's our bass line, and that's our chords. Let's go to B here. And I want to make sure I know what this is. Let's just random color, call it. Oops. Like a blue, please. Can I get a blue? Okay. Nope. Sorry. Let's rename it to bass. Let's get a green. Can I get a green? Random color. Nope. Going for green. Pretty close. Going for green. Nope. Oh, that should have been bass. Going for green. I like to do this. I'm so lazy. I don't want it to select green. So I hit random color until I get one that fits. And why does it fit? What am I talking about? nonsense. It's my brain and how it works. I keep getting blue. Give me green. Yeah, let's go. Let's go green. Okay. So now we're gonna go to. Oh, let me rename this as chords. Sorry. Just rename, please. Not renaming color. Okay, fine. Chords. All right. Cool. So now let's do a new pattern. And we can just do some chill, like plucky thing. No, you know what? Let's accentuate the chords actually with a bell or some shit. So let's go again. This is all one plugin. All one plugin. Let's go to 14. Okay. And let's listen. Something like that. Obviously not that. Okay, so I hate this default patch. I don't know why this is the default patch, but it is what it is. Let's go. All right. You know, let's work with this. Let's just take this crappy default patch and turn it into something. Like a bell. Oh, you know what's cool also? Dude, I just pulled that out of my ass. I just pulled that out of my fucking ass. Excuse my French. I'm sorry. If any children are watching this, you shouldn't be. But I just pulled that out of my rear end. That sounds like a bell, dude. Or a little... Oh, I wonder if I... So, you notice it's cutting off the notes because it's set to mono mode. I wonder if I should keep it that way. No, let's do poly. Let's do it on poly. There's no unison here. Oh no, it sounds way better with poly. When I say poly, I mean you can play chords. Like you play legato. Only one note can play. You probably knew that, but whatever. Let's do some shenanigans with this bell. Here's something that the LFOs don't have: a fade in. Would have been nice. Again, not the end of the world. But what if we use the ARP here? Wait. Oops, sorry. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That's advanced. That's advanced. Let's instead, how about we do something on the filter a little bit. We haven't even touched the filter, have we? Oh. And then you get these belly sounds because you're FMing. That's the technical term. No, it's not. A sine wave with a triangle. We don't have another sine wave here, so that's as close to FM Yamaha style that you're going to get. But, dude, you can get pretty close to a DX7 style patch. It's obviously not the same thing, but... Now... I should probably tell you at this point, oh no, it's not going to work. Yes, it is going to work. We could even... Well, that actually doesn't matter. Wow, it sounds so metallic. Dude, let's start. Let me cat's out the bag here. Do I have this on a channel? It's not even on a channel right now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's change this to red. You know I'm loopy when I start doing Jerry Seinfeld voices. What's the deal with hardware synthesizers turned into plugins? Okay, so let's say I want to do some shenanigans. This is a plugin, right? So you can automate everything. Surprise, right? I haven't even touched that. What if I want to automate, like, I don't know. I want a new LFO. I can't really think of anything I really want, actually. This patch is kind of perfect, but yeah, this patch is kind of chill. Ah. Sorry. No. This is maybe not the patch to do it on, but yeah. Okay, so I want to automate oscillator 1 and 2 mix, okay? So I've just touched it here. If you right click, there's nothing really you can do. But in FL, if you click on any parameter, you then go to this little drop down, browse parameters. Oh, mix. Okay, there it is. Oh, Tony. So, in the, where do I have this guy? Oh, here it is. So here, I'm going to put I always forget the name of it, Fruity Peak Controller. I'm going to rename this bad boy to LFO, or Bell LFO 3, right? And then I'm going to right-click on B mix, whatever this parameter is, link to controller. There it is. Bell LFO 3 LFO. Let's accept. Okay. So now I set the base. The base is like where it's going to start. So, for example, if I move this down here and I play it, it's not doing anything. Why isn't it doing anything? No, what's happening? Oh, wait. Because I haven't told it what to do yet. Volume. Okay. Let's look at it now. Oh, brother. Ah, there it is. It's moving. I'm not touching it. Okay. So. I mean, this is probably not the best example of, let's go all the way. Let's go all the way. That's cool. A little extreme. Maybe let's dial it back a little bit. How about that? Not quite doing what I wanted it to do, to be honest. Let's move the bass. There we go. I mean, whatever. Whatever, dude. You know what we could also do? This is crazy. So I like this patch, but let's ruin it. What if oh, dude. Okay, so this is part B, oscillator 2 waveform. Let's link this to that LFO I just made. Oh, no. Oh, remove conflicts. Really? I gotta make a new one each time? Okay, just kidding. Let's make a new one. All right, Fruity Peak Controller. We'll call this. I used to be able to just middle mouse click, and then I could rename things. It doesn't work anymore. That really annoys me, but whatever. Okay, let's do rename, color, and icon. And we're gonna say B LFO wave. You can call it whatever you want. I just do this so I don't get confused. So let's take this guy, link to controller, B LFO wave, LFO. All right, accept. So this is where it's gonna get nuts. Okay, what's happening? Dude, maybe I don't want it to touch noise. Maybe I don't want the noise to be a factor. How do we adjust that? Let's go in here. There we go. Is it still doing something though? Ah, so it's switching between saw and triangle. Let's do a little bit more. Dude. Do we have all three? No, we also want to get pulse. We want to get pulse. Oops, sorry. I think we got pulse. Let's see. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I keep doing that, sorry. No, too much. Oh. We're getting pulse. Or we're getting noise. I think what's happening is we are hitting pulse. It's just moving too fast. It's not supposed to move that fast. Let's slow down the speed and look at it again. No, it doesn't seem to be doing it. Whatever. I forgot. I actually totally forgot what the song is. Let's listen to it now. Yo, growing up. Okay. And we're gonna do, let's give me, I want a blue. Give me a blue. Let's get a blue color here. Blue color. Random color. Oh, green on the first try. Give me a blue. Okay, I'll take it. It's kind of turquoise. Aquamarine, whatever. Rename, let's do Bell. Okay, chords, bass, and just to be, because I'm gonna say autistic. I'm particular. I'm weird. So, okay, bass, chords, bell. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even trying to be edgy. I do think I can be a little. I don't know if it's autism. I do have a very it's probably OCD actually. I have a very when I'm organizing stuff. The base has to be, it actually bothers me that it's purple color. I want it to be a dark blue, and I'm going to do it. Is that autism, or is that OCD? And this green is not quite green enough. You know. Ooh, that's bright, isn't it? This blue is not quite light bluey enough. I don't know what that is. I don't know what you call that. Probably OCD or something. Now right here, that was a little too much for me, so I'm gonna just go in and. Oops, that's totally different plugin. And also this bass here. Oh, I tried to solo. Oh my god, I'm tripping. Let's solo this. Okay. Something about it is off. I think it needs a little more. Oof. Whoa. That distortion is not bad, because right now it just sounds a little too, dry. Let's hear it. too much. Hmm. Okay. Let's do a melody. And again, this is all one synth, one plugin, one instance. This is one plugin where all these sounds are coming out of. That's pretty cool. I should also say the original had 4 outputs. Does this have 4 outputs? For like mixing? No. No, it doesn't. It has 1 and 2. Yeah. But to be honest, though, I mean, I'm just doing this on sick dude mode where I'm trying to do it all in one plugin. You can just do this. Boom, copy it. Now I have 2. I will say this. You may need a decent, beefy computer to run a lot of instances of these because I'm not going to... Okay, what's happening is it's emulating a synth, and that's not just a normal like, oh, it's just a plugin with a high CPU load. That takes a lot of CPU. Now, luckily, I have a beefy computer. I have a fucking i9. You know, I have shit ton of RAM, whatever. I think it doesn't even use RAM. I think in this instance it would be using the processor. But so I have a very, very good computer. So I have no issues for the most part. Actually, I have noticed, well, if we play it right now, what's the CPU right now? Yeah, it's only at 9. That's crazy. But if we stacked a ton of voices on top of each other and blah, 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 you know, it would be, it'd probably be around 15 or so. And then I also notice when I'm using this synth and I just start browsing YouTube or something like that, and I'm not paying attention to it and it's playing in the background, it actually starts to make, well, it starts to make my interface crackle. I'm not using the interface right now, though. I'm just using my headphones. So I'm just warning you, and there are glitches for sure. It has crashed on me before. It's not perfect. I think I'm actually using an outdated version. I'm sure that this 1.4.1, I think that's outdated. You see that ROM loaded nord_lead_2x.bin. Without that ROM, this does nothing, right? You can find the ROM online because you all own the synth, so you're allowed to do that. Okay. So, should we do a melody here? Yeah, let's do it. Let's go to browser. Oh, 1 second. Oh, shit. Dude, I'm so sorry, you guys. I didn't even see people were typing. I did not mean to ignore you. Ven says, this freak is live on youtube.com. Yes. Mushy Killer. It's most likely ADHD, also killer baseline. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, it is probably ADHD. You're right. Thanks, guys. I'm so sorry I didn't read your comments earlier. You probably did that, you know, an hour ago. Or no, recently. Probably recently. Yeah, man, if you're just tuning in, I am in love with this plugin. It's amazing. Okay, last line here. Let's go to performance, slot A. So let me go to A itself. And what do we got here? No. Oh, I have to switch it. I have to literally switch. That's why I love FL. You just go boom. Cool. Na 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 na. Na whistle while you twerk. Okay. Let's get this to... Let's do... I haven't shown you pulse width at all, have I? I haven't. Okay, let's do it. Oops, okay. I think what you can do, just alt, boom. I also haven't shown you the ring mod or the sync, and the reason why is I actually never use them, but... Ven, you like this. Check out Ven's vids. Ven does some really cool chiptune music. He's a talented musician. He's a good guy. And he's Swedish. No, he's not. I gotta stop saying that. Okay, so let's do sawtooth waveform. Let's go to pulse width. Yeah. Should we do a long release? I forgot, dude. Turn on unison. That's magical. That's fucking magic. Sorry. I'm so sorry. That's 1985, baby. Yeah, you know? And there's no reverb, and there's no fucking delay, and there's no bullshit Arturia effects. Dude, man, I regret buying, not gonna lie, this Jupiter. Okay, rant time. Kiko rant. I regret buying this fucking... Jesus Christ. Okay, check it out. So... Okay, that's easy. Here, let me show you, like... Can there just be an effects off switch? Like, let me show you. Okay, perfect example. Look, reverb, the reverb knob is all the way to the left. It looks like it's off. Same with the delay. Well, I see right there it says movement. Right? The motherfucker, can you just can what I see be what it is? Because here's what I have to do. So let me explain. I want to get rid of the reverb and the delay because I hate Arturia effects on everything. It doesn't sound bad. It's just it's like forced on me, you know? I want to hear the raw sound of this, you know, supposed recreation of the JP8000, right? But, oh, I can't do it. Well, what you have to do is click on this and then go like that. You have to make the noise, too, or it won't work. Just kidding. Maybe, okay, reverb's done. Maybe maybe you can press Alt here? Okay, so you click Alt. Now, the reason why that's annoying is because actually... that movement shit was in here. It was in the effects. It was, oh, you were doing all this stuff. Motherfucker, if it's the panel is on the front, that's what I want to use. I don't want to go into these fucking secret menus and do all this bullshit. Some people do. I don't. I want the goddamn synth. I want what I paid for. Give me the panel. Keep it simple, stupid, right? And now you got a nice sounding thing, but I was annoyed with the effects. I don't know. I still feel like, I don't know about Arturia. I don't know. I think they're fine. I just think I don't jive with, I've talked about it before. I don't really jive with the process. You know, how you program on a lot of Arturia synths to me. And then, just, I hate that the presets are all just drenched. I think every single Arturia preset should have an effects off switch. Now, hey, where are the effects on here? There are none! What a concept! It didn't have effects in, 1997 or whenever the fuck this came out, 2003. Didn't have them. Other synths did. Not this one. You know why? Because they knew it sounded good on its own. And they probably also didn't want to... pay extra money for, I'm sure there's other reasons, but does that need a shit ton of reverb? Does that need a bunch of delay? And listen, if I wanted to use reverb and delay, I'd use my own. You think I'm going to use fucking Arturia delay when I have vintage Valhalla delay? No. Sorry. Rant. This is a rant. I think the reason why it bugs me is, yeah, it's forced on you, and then it's like you don't get a say. You don't get a say in starting fresh. I mean, what you do is you make an initialized patch. I know, duh. You don't have to use the presets, but sometimes presets a lot of fun. And if the interface isn't like a slam dunk like this, you know, then I often do start with presets because I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to do. I mean, like, let's go back to it real quick. Sorry, this is whatever. It's not that complicated, I know, but you know, like, let's go to initialize patch here. Where is it? Where is it? Oh my god. Where is it? Where it should be just right, boom, in it. Initialize patch. Where is it? Template. Oh my god. Default. All right. I mean, right out of the gate, it starts you with the super saw waveform, which I guess, you know, that's a great display. That's cool. I kind of wish they put less effort into making the little shimmering thing, and they, I don't know. I'm a hater. Super saw, triangle. Oh my god. Okay, whatever. Where is the where's the spread? Am I tripping? Dude, please tell me there's like a spread. I kind of regret buying this, to be perfectly honest, because okay. Let me show you something here real quick. Let's do this real quick. Nope. Let's go to default, turn it down. Wow, look at that. Look how fucking easy that was. I don't know why I felt like I needed the authentic super saw. Because so many plugins and synths have them. Is there really? Maybe on the original there wasn't. Okay. Not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea. Okay, anyway, so we're getting rid of that. I'm just in love with this plugin. I'm in love with the resizability. This is how I like to program that big. Well, no, we're doing a lead line, right? I think so. So it shouldn't be a crazy. Now, I actually don't know how to set up the mod wheel on this. I've never really used it. Filter trigger. Oops. Wait. Oh, okay. Expression pedal. Where is the mod wheel on here? Now, what you're not getting from the plugin that you do get on the mother flippin' hardware is the stone mod wheel and wooden pitch bend, which I gotta say, I love it. I love the hype there. It's very, you know, I know it's just aesthetic, but it's cool. Yeah, I actually don't know. How do I breathe without... Wait a minute, dude. What the fuck? Wait a minute. It's a plugin. Calm down. Calm down, Kiko. What do I want to modulate? I want to do the pitch. There we go. This, I want to modulate this. LFO1 level, link to controller. Woo! Wow, I was making that so difficult. Oh, where is the thing? It's right there, bro. I forgot there is also glide, portamento. That's fat. What does auto do? I forget. Let's do it. Turn it down way much. Way much? Is that a phrase? Okay, what do we got going on here? We got this is kind of a corny song. Oops. Nope. Oh, actually. Ba-da, 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 ba-da-da-da. 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 Yeah, ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Na 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 na. Yep, up, 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 up. How about that? And we'll just go here. Oh, and then of course, let's chill. You know what? Why do I even need the mod wheel? Whatever, that's fine. Now, I mean, again, if you're using the plugin version of this synth, you might as well just make motherfucking multiple copies of the synth. I just caution you again, be careful, because, you know, it can be a little you know what, on my old laptop, which I had for years, and it's actually still kicking, believe it or not. Why are you not working? Uh-oh. You know what? I think something's wrong. Maybe the mod wheel isn't... Wait. Crimbo! Crimbulonimbus. He's a very nice man. I forget how it goes. Crimbulonimbus. You're never gonna get my love, Mr. Big Stuff. Ba-bump, ba-bump. Who do you think you are, Mr. Big Stuff? Ba-bump, ba-bump. You're never gonna get my grub, Mr. Big Stuff. Ba-bump, ba-bump. I'm eating this turkey sandwich, Mr. Big Stuff. Ba-bump, ba-bump. You can't get a bite. Shut up. Okay, so fucking what am I doing? Okay. I'm on A, and I just want to modulate this. Why? It just jumps to it. I love it. Okay, LFO level 1. So, I don't know why the mod wheel didn't work there, but I also don't care, so that's pretty cool. I'm going to click on this articulator, copy state. I'm a lazy son of a bitch. It is 4 in the morning. It's 4 in the morning. Yeah. I'm kind of crazy tonight. Okay, get out. Whoa, that's a wiggly beat, man. I'll tell you what, man. It's your boy Bill Clinton for some reason. I'll tell you what, that's a wiggly beat if I ever heard one. I'm Southern. Hey, it's me, Bill. Hey, it's me, Bill. Me and Donald are in the Epstein file. Nice. Way to date this live stream. Well, maybe not. You know what? This live stream could either be right now or it could be in the past or it could be in the future because we've been talking about those files for a minute. How about this? Let's do a little. Oh! Monica Lewinsky types it. Hey, it's me, Bill. It's me, Bill. Monica. Let me hear that synth again. Sounds. I'm losing it. Let me hear it again. Sounds like a wiggly tongue. I know all about that from her. Okay, shut the fuck up. Let's do Jesus Christ. Oh! Ghost is here? What the fuck? Kiko! Give me a K. Give me an I. Give me a KO. What's up, dude? Nice and early. We should do some drums on this bad boy. Oh, I should also say this motherflippin' Nord, the hardware had a really cool like drum synth feature. Dude, it had like a full drum kit. It was sick. They weren't samples, they were synthesized, but it was sick. Ghost says, I finally made it to one of your streams. I've been feeling bad. All right, well, let's just let me relieve you of any guilt. This is my second stream in like 2 years or something. So don't worry. You have not been missing them. I made one like 2 weeks ago, and then right now I felt inspired. I was actually going to go to bed early tonight, and I said, you know what? I don't know. I'm Kiko. Anyway, so Crimbo says, Bill being in the Epstein files would make Hillary second to not just Monica, but also... Oh, boy. Fuck it. Let's talk about that. I cannot believe that it's still going, that I can't, dude, when he visited, now I'm really dating the stream, when he visited Windsor Castle and those activist people projected a picture of motherfucking Trump and Epstein on the castle he was staying at. That is the funniest shit ever. I know this is not true, but I imagine his windows right there. What's that light? I imagine he opens the window and it just gets flooded. I can't believe this shit is still, I mean, and it's really a bipartisan issue. Yeah, we still want to know about it. Are you guys still You guys still talking about that? This is my Trump. I'm so sorry. You guys still talking about that? You guys are losers. You guys still care about those files? Yeah, we do. Did you think people were gonna forget? Are you nuts? Come on, bro. You knew that they were never gonna let this go. And he was talking about him. Oh my God, dude. This is a synth video. Holy shit. Sorry, it's just so, we are living in the craziest time ever. We are living in the fucking craziest times ever. You know, that thing that happened 3 weeks ago, little public event. I could not believe what I was seeing. That was just, my mouth was, yeah, I don't know. What do you say? What do you say? I don't even know. Flashbanged with an image of you hanging out with a prolific horny. I mean, yeah, you know, horny man is, I call a horny man like Austin Powers. I call that guy Satan, you know? Jesus. Oh my God. Big caring, my guy. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, no one's ever gonna let that go. Ever. And I hope they don't. And I'm glad the media is, I'm glad, like, fucking, I don't know. I'm sure someone can spin this as, they're just hating on him because the media is against him. Dude, what the fuck ever. Put that aside. I'm not even gonna get super political here. Put that shit aside. The guy is evading, and he's being evasive. He's being super fucking defensive about it. And he was using it to help his own campaign. And dude, if you're a supporter of his, that's fine. I really don't care. Whatever. I'm not gonna get into that. But you gotta think that's a sign of extreme poor judgment. Like, yeah, bro, just release the files. Just do it. Why not? I mean, shut them up, right? If you're not in it, why do you care? Just nuts. It's just crazy. So anyway, synthesizers. If my Uncle Chris is watching this, this is the part he would wake up at. He didn't give a fuck about the synths, but he's yeah. Being evasive means you fucking did it. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Here's a poll in the chat. By the way, I'm not on what's it called? The latency is really bad, so it might take a while to catch up to me. Do you think we're ever going to see those files in our lifetime? You guys are a little younger than I am by 100 years. I'm an old man. But I think no. I don't think we're going to see it. And that makes me sad, but bro, I mean, if they actually are released and they're not doctored and they have all the fucking names that we think are in there, that's going to be the biggest fucking shit in the world. That's going to be like, that would make Deep Throat look like a fucking school newspaper story about my lemonade stand, you know? That would make the Nixon cover-up shit look like baby shit. That would implicate so many people. Holy fuck. On all sides. It would be like just tossing a truth grenade into the world and saying, alrighty, here you go. I mean, I would love that. Kash Patel switched up so fast. Oh my God, yeah. That guy. I won't lie to you. I wasn't super familiar with him prior to becoming the director, but I've seen his. I watched a lot of his, testimony recently where those people were grilling him. Like you could see just the desperation and like he's annoyed because this motherfucker's like, bro, if I say one wrong thing, I am fucked. I am absolutely fucked. If I even hint that the president is culpable in any of this, my family is taking a permanent trip to Belize in front of me, and then I'm joining them. Why don't we, send them to Belize? I'm not following Saul. Where? Spoiler, went. Oh, you're just full of colorful metaphors, Saul, aren't you? Great line. That's my go-to. We're gonna see an abridged version. Says Crimbo. Yeah. Will Smith, bro. You think? Oh my God. I mean, I know I'm not saying much of interesting stuff here because it's like I don't even know. I think I would just blue screen, dude. If I saw an article that confirmed that Will Smith was in the Epstein files and he's like posing with all these crying children, I think I would just blue screen. Like my eyes would just turn blue completely and my OS would we've crashed. I don't even know what the fuck. I don't even know. It would and you know what's funny about it? I'm so for whoever wants synth stuff, I am so sorry I'm on this tangent. It's 4 a.m. The homies are in the chat, and I'm distracted, and I don't give a fuck. September 11th, right? Conspiracies, controlled demolition, okay, right? But you could never fully prove that, right? Despite all the documentaries and people pointing this out, there just wasn't anything, solid to prove. I'm sure, conspiracy people will argue with me on that, but I'm just saying that, unfortunately, there's not enough to convince the public that that was an inside job, right? This is so much more concrete. This is a list of motherfuckers who are implicated. If you're on that list, you're fucked. If your name is anywhere on that list, even if you're like, you got tea at the mansion or something, you're fucked. And there's really you better have I don't think you'd have a good reason to ever be in those. Ben says, September 11th. Reminds me of that tragedy. R.I.P. R.I.P. Norman. That horrible tragedy. Dude, what's the clip of Norm where he's interviewing Andy Dick on his podcast, and he goes, so then they made a 911 call, and Andy starts laughing. He goes, it's a 911 call. Oh yeah, 911 call. But that really was a tragedy, 9/11. And Andy just starts laughing, and he goes, oh, you're laughing. He's like, you set me up. I was on ground zero picking through the blood and bone, he said. Oh my God, dude. Oh my fucking God. Yeah. It's crazy times. Absolutely crazy times. Who else would be implicated? Fuck. Okay, yeah, Nord. Here we go. Da 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 da. There we go. Nordly 2X. Who else would be implicated in these files? Like, really? I want to know. Besides the obvious ones like Clinton and Prince Andrew. Oh no! I just saw a BB. No. What's that meme? No. Ah! Where the guy laughs. I'm so sick of that fucking meme. No. one night when no one's on the baby, Prince Andrew, come with me to the island. Na, 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 na. Ven says Matt Groening getting his gross feet massage. Oh yeah. Oh dude, I hate how people are like, he was just on a flight. It's not a big deal, bro. What the fuck? Don't get your foot massaged on a flight by some fucking poor woman who has to touch your nasty ass feet. Barf. Yeah, he's never escaping the tickly feet allegations. Wait a minute. What the fuck is this article? It's from 2024, January 4th, 2024. Bill Clinton left and Michael Jackson right have not been accused of any wrongdoing. Then why are their faces in this article? Fuck you, BBC. While Prince Andrew denies the accusations against him. I'm just laughing because I was just like, yeah, I'll do a synthesize. And I was just going to make this a video. I just upload and that's it. Dude, and then if you look at the summary later, Kiko talks about, synthesize. Jeffrey Epstein. Oh my God. Well, this article is from motherfucking a year ago. So actually almost 2 years ago. Who else? Come on. Who else? I want to know who else. Who wants to know who else? I do. What do we know about the Epstein files? Oh, God. Dude, we've almost been talking about this motherfucker for a decade. Actually, wait a minute. Has it been a decade? When was he arrested? Arrest date. When was this motherfucker? 2019. Okay, we're a bit of a ways away, but... Well, no, I don't count 2006. When was the first article about him? Like in recent years. First Epstein article. 2003. No. 2018. A Miami Herald investigative series by Julie K. Brown. Yeah. Okay. That's a familiar name. Ghost says Osama. Okay. Crimbo says, I would vomit if MJ got implicated. Vomit. Yeah, because what I... Fenn says, the more I hear about this fella, the more I don't care for him. Ghost is talking about, the first thing I remember about Epstein, his egg-shaped, you know what. Okay, got it. Yeah. Ugh. The thing about MJ that this is how I seem to have understood it. I could be way off. MJ abused as a kid, beaten mercilessly by his father, no childhood. He was mentally, stunted. And I think he did like hanging out with children because they were so innocent. They're innocent. But really, they had a childlike mind like him. As far as he knew, there was no agenda. So he's hanging out with them because, yeah, it's fun. We're friends. Now, is that appropriate? No. Is sleeping in a bed with them appropriate? Hell no. But do I think it was I don't know, but I think it really is just, he was just a weirdo. He was a lonely weirdo who didn't have anyone and any friends, really, real friends. And yeah. And I think it was just this sort of like, think of it as like of mice and men type of thing, like that was Michael with these kids. Would I want my kid to be hanging out with a grown man in the bed? Dude, no, absolutely not. I think it was wrong and horrible, and he shouldn't have that never should have happened. He should have had handlers go, hey, dude, stop. What are you doing? But I personally don't believe it was a nefarious, inappropriate. Well, it wasn't appropriate. Nefarious, like, I don't want to say it. We're talking about kids here, right? So that's always been my thoughts on MJ. I don't know if they're accurate, to be honest. Let's see. Ven says, and he walked out of the interview. The blah blah allegations he can handle, but funny. Lenny and the Wabbits. He only crushed a couple. And I get to tend the rabbit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Lenny. Like Kendrick said, he gave us Billie Jean. You think he touched him? Oh my God. Dude, I saw a really funny quote. This is not related at all. But I saw a really funny joke or quote. I forget who it's from. Talking about The Dark Knight and Maggie Gyllenhaal, and it's like, bro, you think I'm going back in for Maggie Gyllenhaal? You think I'm gonna risk my life? Fuck that. What is it? It was so much better than how I said it. It was just being so mean to Maggie Gyllenhaal, and what you said there reminded me of it. Weird Al Yankovic, please don't do that to me, Crimbo. Don't say that. No. Where are you getting that? Where are you getting that? I'm looking this up. Sorry, I'm muting my mic too because I'm drinking water. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, someone got me. Weird Al Yankovic photograph with Jeffrey Epstein, and it's a pony, My Little Pony thing. The one-nostriled man, Jeffrey Epstein, is a character in Albuquerque. He appeared... What? What is this? What the fuck is this? In Weird Al's recent live performance of Albuquerque, he would apologize for using the word hermaphrodite. Oh my God. What the fuck is this? What am I looking at? Albuquerque Wiki. Wait. As first of all, I don't know what that is. What is Oh. Okay. So I think Albuquerque the movie is an animation. Okay, I'm not. What the fuck is this? Why am I looking this up? Sorry, this is so stupid. Yank on kids. No. I'm so sorry to anyone who they're like, why is he talking about this? I love that type of automation for pitch when you know what I mean. Yeah, man, but that's kind of all I really have to say. I mean, this is gonna sound so cheesy, but like, you could have a lifelong love of using this plugin. I mean, I love that fucking synth. You guys were there when I had the Nord Lead 2X back when I lived in elsewhere, and you know, I love that fucking thing. I use that shit all the time. I think what draws me to it, the sound, is it's very smooth. It's got a very smooth... Here's some patches, by the way, real quick, because it's already fucking 4:30. Jesus Christ, what am I doing with my life? I didn't make this one. This is the one I didn't make. Everything else I made. But this is fire. Now, is it modern? No, this is a very old style Roland brass sound. And the way it works is it uses oscillator 2's pitch is being controlled by mod envelope here, the mod envelope. I think you can also do oscillator sync, can't you? Yeah, okay, here's how you do that. So you hear that noise? So what you do is you let's see. There we go. And then you turn on the unison. Right. And you could also do FM as well. Let's also, you know, use some reverb on this bad boy, right? Why not? You can. No, why not? There's also ring mod. What's this one? I made this one tonight. Oh, this one's good. Sorry. See, like that filter doesn't sound bad when you only have the resonance at like 11:30 or I can't do, you know, clock time. It's when you crank it past. It starts to sound kind of bad. Right? This one is my jam. Take this off, sorry. Why is it so quiet? Not bad. One sec. And by the way, I made this exact same patch when I had the old Nord. It's just, oof. And of course, you can go in and you can process this. I like this core compressor here, the leveler preset. Squeaky door hinge, yeah, those are the crazy sounds. Call me Shaniqua, yeah. Ven says you start getting the type of synth you'd hear on the PS1 demo disc. Yeah, it is very digital and it's very late 90s, early 2000s. That's for sure. This is not an analog synth. That's why I like it. There's no shame. And I think there's just some otherworldly sounds you get on it. I don't know what that is. Oh, whenever anyone links something. No, I don't want to put you in timeout. Open link in new tab. What's this? Ah. Yes, yes. Absolutely. Yes, yes. Bow, 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 bow. Yes. This sounds corny, but it's fine. Oh, yeah. Why does it sound so quiet? Oh, because I turned it down. You know what I want to do? I want to, ooh, okay. So I know we're talking about Nord Lead here, but I want to talk about this briefly. This is an FM synth plugin. Oh, you want to talk about fun digital. Now, if you're saying, hey, it sounds like a Sega Genesis. Yeah. It's FM synthesis. Yamaha FM synthesis. And the Sega Genesis chip was an FM synth chip. This is a different one. This is based on the DX7. But I have been loving this patch. Oh. It's bedtime for me, guys. Got on a tight schedule for work. Dude, thanks so much for dropping by. I appreciate it. I know it's crazy late for you, so I appreciate you coming by, man. Toe Jam and Earl is back. Yeah. Oh, it just sounds so... The reason I'm saying this is, oh my God, I forgot about the shit we were doing. What if we layer this? Layer it with the Nord patch. Why not? Wrong one. Wrong one. There we go. Let's go to... This is something that I should have done when I was younger more. Layering sounds. Rather than copy pasting the same melody, why not just do this? So you take a layer, you select what you want to layer, click on it, set children. It's a weird term, just go with it. And then and maybe this is too loud. Maybe this isn't loud enough. Show children. Yeah, dude. I don't know. It's set children. It should just be set layers. Like, I don't know why that is the... If you do show children, it shows you... I don't know. It's their terminology. It's like with DAWs. Crimbo says, FL Studio on the Epstein list. Yeah, exactly. With DAWs, like master and slave, you know about that? That's fucking weird. It's if you want to rewire a DAW like Ableton into Pro Tools. Pro Tools is the master, Ableton is the slave. It's just the weird term. I don't know why they do that. I hate it. So that's, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I get why they do it. It's just, I wish they had another term. Would you switch to Pro Tools? Hell no. I say that with my soul. Change it to Inheritors or something. Yeah. Or why not call it like group and then layers? I don't know. They could have picked anything else. I don't care that much. It doesn't matter. But I want to show you some more patches. I like this one a lot for Nord. Wait, what am I on right now? That's a great one, and it's very easy to make. This is a very easy patch to make. But you have instant motherfucking shit. This is a performance mega saw pad. Oh, right. So this is all 4 parts playing at the same time. Woo! That sounds like fucking PlayStation. Yeah. Nerds have been racist all the time. Yeah, man. You know, Jeffrey came to me and he said, would you like to name this really small aspect of FL Studio as part of our evil plan? And I said, hell yeah. Mega saw pads. That's 4 patches in one. And they're all slightly different if you look at the panel, like slightly different, you know, cutoff, resonance, all that shit. What's the next one? Sharp, fast FM bass. Yeah, not that good. Sine. Okay. Stereo piano pad. Ah, yeah. Yeah. Okay, and here we go. I call these wide sonic chords. They're fun. What I can also layer, you know what I really like? Okay, so just, yeah, this is, it's called FM Lab. It's by Steinberg. They make Cubase. And it's actually in partnership with Yamaha. So, like, Yamaha owns Steinberg, and it's very similar to their Montage FMX engine. Anyway, what I love about this, I know we're supposed to be talking about Nord, but what's a good one here? Muted Tine. Okay. Dude. So this is what it sounded like before, actually. Just a normal piano, you know. Normal shit, right? But you have this mod time parameter here. It sounds so organic. It sounds like a metal fucking organic instrument. I don't know how to explain it other than that. It's really cool. It has an EQ built in. And again, you can do something close, not really, to this with nodal. Like, for example, let's do an init patch here, super fast. Start with a triangle. No, sine wave, excuse me. We'll, let's bring it up. And then we'll bring in oscillator 2, change it to triangle. Okay, FM amount. We're almost into, you know, Sonic land. Right? Sounds very Sonic-y. The trick is to change the octave of the second oscillator, because watch what happens. Let's turn it down a little bit. It's going to be loud, sorry. Okay. And then you can also adjust the FM with this mod envelope. I never quite know how to do it. Oh, God. Right? That sounds kind of DX70. But nothing like, absolutely nothing like this. It can't. It's a different type of synthesis, right? And then I also have a version of this where it's has a compressor. Oh, it pops. I don't know if I'll do a video on FM Lab, to be honest, because there's so much in here and I honestly barely understand most of it. Like, I love these little quick things for shaping the sound. Or here. And you can, oh my God. You can go into the mod matrix and adjust. You can adjust these things. This costs money. Yeah, I paid for this. I'm actually doing payments on it, which is probably not the smartest thing right now, but whatever. Yeah, no, this is not free. So you can change it to velocity. I mean, sorry, no, not changing. You can have velocity change certain things. What percent is that? So the harder I hit, it sonics out. My complaint with FM Lab is that it's in this Halion Sonic 7 player, which is like, it's almost like Steinberg's Contact, and you cannot make the text bigger. This is it. Took kind of loan, but it was worth it. Well, no, to explain that, the reason why I did payments is I was trying out the whole, they have a whole big like package of like all their shit. That's why I have all these for now, but they're going to go away. They have a whole big package, and it was like, okay, these are pretty cool. Ooh, what's this FM Lab? And I really liked it. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to spend, fucking $300 or whatever on the whole big package, but I do want to keep this because I will use the fucking shit out of this. Absolutely. We go back to, let's go to FM Lab. They got a lot of patches in here. Not all of them are good. Whoa, this is called Going on Belly. Ugh. This is a Vor type beat. Sorry. I can't say that. Hard Grand. It's DX70 sounds. Ooh. Holy fuck, dude. We've been streaming for 2 hours and 30 minutes, and I have gotten off track. Final thoughts about this plugin. I think it's a really good companion synth. What I mean by that is it's like a bread and butter synth. It's good for little pads and chords and stuff like that. Bass, okay. Leads, the whole point of, I think, the Nord Lead series, in my opinion, is they're not supposed to stand out like crazy. They're actually supposed to blend in, you know, and sit well in a mix. And so as a result, like, ain't nobody gonna think this is a mini Moog, right? Or, you know, I don't know, fucking ARP Odyssey or insert thing, right? You know, it's very much like it's for sounds that you use to build a song, right? I like Jenny because nerds made synths that are reminiscent of ones found in games, but actual synthesis is kind of clunky. Yeah, dude, I don't think Jenny works on my... I think I tried to install it on... I'm on Windows 11 now, and I don't think it works. Also, I'm really sad to say that this motherfucking Bendy... Bendy doesn't work, and I bet it will cause a critical error. I bet it will cause a critical error if I use it again. I was so happy about Bendy, dude. I was so... Yeah, it's not working. I don't know if you saw my video on Bendy when I made it like 2 years ago, but that is the coolest. Such a good plugin for FL heads. Alas, yeah, Jenny and Bendy don't seem to work on this computer. But yeah, I mean, dude, I could even go longer on this, to be honest, without getting distracted and talking about Epstein, because there's even more to this synth. Actually, no, I've pretty much gone over the basics. You know, you got the pulse width, you got FM, you got the two oscillators. With FM alone, you can do so much sound design with this. Like... I'm not gonna lie, I never thought ring mod was that interesting of a sound to use. I mean, it is cool that you can do that. Like... Oh god. I don't know, I've just never been a ring mod guy, to be honest. But again, it's limited in it's limited in the controls it has, and you find really creative ways to work with it. And it's a lot of fun, man. And when you start like composing, you start challenging yourself and composing stuff with different patches like I did here, you know, like whatever this shit is, you know. Kind of forgot what this was already. What's that one plugin I use all the time now? Shaper Box. Oh my god. Wait. We didn't put any drums on this, motherfucker. Let's do that at least, and then let's call it a day. Let's put drums on this and then call it a day. You know, I'm lazy. Let's do all over loop. Uh, uh. Ba, 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 ba. So corny. Yeah. No, I like this one. You know why I like this? It sounds like a boy band fucking like. Girl, you know it, na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. I don't know how the rest of it goes. Yeah. Oh. Why am I not hearing anything? Oh, because I put some stupid plugin on this. Hey, oh, hey, oh. What the hell was that? What happened there? What the fuck was that? You hear that? Uh-oh. Okay, I'm actually very confused. Why is it doing that? It's not a big deal, but Shaper Box? Is that you? No, you're disabled. You know what I love to do? I love to put on a motherfucking Ozone 11. And then just, what do we do? Imager. Return of mod. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. And then solo the bands. Yeah, outside the club. You know what's a cool the Ozone 12 came out. That has a unlimiter, which is like if you've pushed something too far, like a mix that's all like squashed, you can like bring the peaks back in, I think. Kind of. It's crazy, dude. No, but I'm using 11 and I like the clarity module because it uses, I guess, AI or something. Hold on. Can you still see this? No, fuck. Oh no. Oh no. One sec. Sorry, I'm fucking up. How do I just window size? Oh my god. Okay. No, that didn't do it. Is it stuck like this? No. Don't be stuck. Wait a second. Equalizer. Spectrum. No, bro, I just want it to be. Can you just. Okay, let's do this. I'm reloading the plugin. Is it going to be normal? Oh, come on, man. Dude, stop. Sorry. You can still see it? Okay. Why are you doing this? Bro, I'm trying to make it like a small window so you guys can see it better. And it's just massive for no reason. Settings. I/O. No. Oh my God. Okay. All right, whatever. Well, basically, the clarity module, it just like, here. It like chooses what to it chooses what to boost, what it thinks to boost. And that's obviously too much, right? It's really nice though. It can save some shitty mixes. And there's clarity, and then there's what's the other one? Come on, where are you? Stabilizer. This again uses some sort of AI shit, I think. So the shape knob here. I realized you couldn't see any of that. Okay, this is a fucking train wreck. I can't even resize this window. It's fucking it's 5 a.m. It's 5 a.m. Okay, guys. I'm gonna go to bed. I was supposed to go to bed at 2. But long story short, I think that this is a 10 out of 10 plugin. Even though while I was playing that just now, it was freaking out and actually like a note was like broken. Even after all that, I still think this is a 10 out of 10 plugin. If you want the sound of a Nord lead, my favorite Nord lead, by the way, this is it. If you want very fast programming, this is it. If you enjoy the limitation of the UI, it's not like terrible, by the way. When I say limited, at least it's got 2, envelopes here. Then you'll love this. And if you like fat stereo sounds, you'll love this. Yeah, bro. And then get creative. Like, it's a plugin, so you can automate anything. You can do anything you want with this thing. It's nuts. Bro. I rest my case. Dudes, thanks for coming by. I didn't expect anyone to show up because it was so goddamn early in the morning. I started this at 2. Thanks for coming by. I got a lot of shit going on in my life right now that unfortunately does not allow me to stream all the time. So I stream when I can, and that way I enjoy it more. I appreciate you guys coming by and still being chill. Prevents you from biting off more than you can chew, which is admirable. Yeah. If I'm streaming all the time, dude, I get burnt out and blah 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 and all this shit. And trust me, I got stuff going on that's just it's I can't do it all the time. But when I can, it's fun, and I appreciate you guys sticking around. And hey, it's fun. We have a good time here and there. So thanks for being here. Be safe. Check out again. Look on the video that I linked in the VOD in the description. Just look up, how to install Nodal Red 2X. You'll figure it out. And have fun. And I'll see you guys soon. Release the files.